If you have just bought a new television and want to avoid it getting damaged or suffering any kind of accident, and want to preserve it for as long as possible, I recommend that you stay until the end of this video, because you will undoubtedly be very grateful for all these tips and advice that will be of great help so that you can make your television last as long as possible. Hello, I hope you're doing well today. I am here again to try to help you as best as possible with your new television guide. Buying a new television is not just anything. We are talking about an expensive product that we hope will give us a lot of entertainment, but also last for as long as possible. And believe me when I say from experience that many times it is frustrating to see how a very expensive purchase is affected by very simple things that I will teach you in this video. It is important to know how to take care of a television. Many people do not give it the importance it deserves, and then for that same reason, regret not having taken good care of it. So in this video, I bring you 7 tips. 7 tips that you have to take into account so that your television lasts as long as possible. So, well, let's start with tip number 1 that I bring you, and that is to touch the screen with your hands frequently. Perhaps many times you have not worried about this simple detail because normally adults are very careful and responsible with the things we buy. But believe me, from experience, I can tell you it is quite common either when you are trying to clean your television or in any sudden carelessness. It is quite common and probable that you will end up staining the screen of your television. Over the years, this can cause several things, such as burning the screen or dark spots that later become irreparable. And of course, more consequences like this. So take care of it as much as you can because the screen is very sensitive. Tip number 2 is to leave it on unnecessarily. Although you may not believe it, or it may seem like something very unimportant, this is much more common than you can think. A television is something that gives us entertainment, and for any reason or in any circumstance of your day. When you are tired and just turn on the television and fall asleep and leave it on for a long time, it will constantly consume energy. And you have to know that the television has a useful life from the moment you buy it and take it out of the box until the moment it stops working. Therefore, a very healthy advice that I give you is that when you finish watching your favorite shows or movies, turn it off to avoid this type of complications later in the future. Tip number 3. Disconnect your television from the power source if possible. This is quite a voluntary tip. That is, it is not so necessary or mandatory that you can carry out, and I often forget to disconnect it from the power source. But the truth is, it can also help a lot to extend the life of the television. That is, disconnecting it from the power source when you have finished watching all the entertainment you are looking for will make the television completely disconnected and have no current flow entering. Since, even if the television is turned off, while it is connected to the power source, it will continue to consume energy. Hey, wait! Before continuing with the video, I remind you that we are raffling a brand new LG television among all the people who subscribe to this channel right now. So do it, and you will be participating for this incredible TV. Let's continue. Point number 4. Do not use your TV as a PC monitor. This tip comes from my personal experience because there was a time when I used this wireless mouse and keyboard with my computer. I now have a different computer, a laptop, so I no longer use my TV as a PC monitor because it can wear out the lifespan of the TV quickly. Also, you have to consider that using a TV as a computer monitor is not the same as using it for entertainment purposes. People can use a TV to watch a couple of movies a day, but in my experience, I use my TV as a PC monitor for at least 8 hours a day, and that has serious long-term consequences and consumes too much energy. Point number 5. Not taking care of the TV in terms of cleanliness. There are many appliances in the market that use electrical energy to function, and when they are not properly maintained in terms of cleanliness, it can be really detrimental, especially due to basic things like dust. So to protect your TV, I always recommend that you clean it regularly. But here's another key point that many people don't give importance to, and that is how to clean the TV screen correctly. I recommend that you never ever use any type of liquid to clean the TV screen. You should not use alcohol or water or any liquids, no matter how harmless they may seem. The main reason is that over time, liquids are the main cause of screen deterioration. So, you might be wondering, what is the correct way to clean the TV screen? Well, it's very easy. You will need a small dry clean cloth, like the one you see here, and a small dry clean cloth, and you can use your breath to create some warmth on the screen to highlight the area you are going to clean. Believe me, This is the best way I know how to clean TVs without risking screen damage. As you can see, it's very easy, but many people make mistakes in this area. Tip number 6. Choose a suitable place for your TV. The location of your TV is crucial because you should not place it, for example, in front of a window exposed to sunlight, because it will heat up and damage the components. Remember that putting the screen in direct sunlight for a long time can be a real trigger for future spots, and it is also not advisable to place your TV in places where there are high temperatures or near stoves, radiators, fireplaces, etc. Likewise, you have to be very careful with humidity and liquids, as I mentioned before. And if possible, the best place to put a flat screen is on the wall because it will be protected from physical impact and pressure. If you have a little more budget, you can have someone make you a piece of furniture specifically for your TV, and in this way, you will not damage the wall. Not to mention that having a space or a piece of furniture specifically made for your new TV can also give it a very different and elegant aesthetic touch. Tip number 7. The electrical voltage is very important. You have to know that many times, TVs come with a specific voltage, and exposing them to the wrong current or voltage can cause the TV to burn out or cause some very serious inconvenience in the future. A highly recommended tip is to always buy a voltage regulator to avoid this type of inconvenience. So in today's video, I have to show you all the risk factors that you have to take into consideration so that your TV does not suffer any damage and lasts as long as possible. I hope this video has been helpful. Subscribe, and we'll see you next time.